The government and the opposition appear to be divided on how to collaborate in the aftermath of Hurricane Melissa relief and recovery efforts.
Now, in Parliament yesterday, leader of government business Floyd Green revealed that the opposition was not in favour of a joint select committee of Parliament to oversee Hurricane Melissa relief.
But as you'll hear in this report, the opposition has hit back.
It's not the first time the government and opposition have been at odds, but this time the divide comes at a critical moment as the nation works to rebuild after Hurricane Melissa. At last week's sitting of Parliament, Prime Minister Dr. Andrew Holness announced that a joint select committee will be established. But at Tuesday's sitting, there was no consensus. Leader of government business Floyd Green read from a letter he received from his opposition counterpart Philip Paulwell.
On reflection on this matter, the opposition believes that such a committee would not be necessary and appropriate at this time, as it would be duplicating and usurping the role and function of the PAAC. We would also wish to state that a joint select committee involving members of the Senate in such an exercise would be unprecedented. Considering the above, we strongly urge the government to allow the existing arrangements for oversight in all aspects of the works related to Hurricane Melissa recovery be maintained.
He noted the letter was sent last Friday and went on to read his response to the opposition.
When a similar oversight committee was appointed to consider the COVID-19 pandemic and related matters, it is therefore both perplexing and troubling that the opposition now appears to be retreating from its own stated position.
In a statement this afternoon, the PNP said it has consistently called for a broad-based national task force bringing together government, opposition, private sector and civil society to ensure transparency and accountability in relief distribution. The PNP said the proposal for a united task force was never intended to be a parliamentary committee, as such a body would be constrained by the procedural and scheduling limitations inherent to Parliament.
For raising a matter in Parliament yesterday, knowing fully well I had stepped out of the chamber and could not respond. He was disingenuous because he failed to communicate to the Parliament the full extent of the correspondence that was shared. I wrote to him on the 7th of November expressing our view that it was unnecessary for there to be a joint select committee of the Parliament to provide oversight on the expenditures in relation to Hurricane Melissa. It's unnecessary because we already have the PAAC, which is chaired by the opposition, and we would do nothing to undermine that role.
The party says it remains committed to good governance and fair relief distribution, but will not support any mechanism that centralizes control or undermines existing structures. Nakinski Robinson, TVJ News.